Welcome to another episode. Today we're going to be reviewing one of our favorite Mega Man series of all time, Mega Man Legends.
It's a goodie, so here we go.
In 1998, Keiji Inafune decided to take a radical departure from the Mega Man formula with the 2D side-scrolling action and created an action RPG in full 3D, and he gave us Mega Man Legends.
Now this game was right up my alley. I enjoyed all the rest of the Mega Man series, but this game, action RPG, it's exactly what I was looking for.
When I first saw this game sitting on the shelf, I was boggled because it was such a change, it was so different, but it was Mega Man and I had to play it. And when I first put it in, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't really have anything built up. And instantly I fell in love with it. Just the whole idea of these diggers and these ancient relics and ruins, they have to go underground to find power cells to power their technology and to make money. All of it was just so different and so new, and the designs were unreal, and man, I played the ever-loving crap out of this game.
Yeah, and you know, we really, I think anybody who plays Legends loves the art style. Now if you have a look at some of these games here, and I'll cut into some of the artwork right here, you can see that the artwork on these games is just awesome. It's very different than the traditional Mega Man artwork up to this point. And it's the first game to do in 3D.
1997 in Japan and in 1998 in North America, Mega Man Legends was released, and to much fanfare. It was a full 3D game, which was still at the beginning end of that kind of game, and the graphics were fantastic, the art style unique, and a completely new flavor. You can still change weapons, you can adapt them, you can upgrade them, but you don't have to beat enemies to get them. You invent them out of things you find around the world.
And it basically had an open-ended world, which is awesome. It was like an RPG, and that's what attracted me so much to Legends.
The story is fairly basic to start. When you start, you are Mega Man Walnut, and you're with Roll Casket and her grandfather, Gramps Casket, and you're traveling around in the Flutter, trying to find all of these different reactor cores or reactor shards that you then either use to power old technology, or that you then use to buy old technology to adapt for your uses. That's your general synopsis. I don't want to give spoilers, so all I'm going to say is from there, it turns into this amazing, expansive adventure that covers this entire island called Catalog's Island, where you run into the Bond family and Tron Bond and all of their crazy contraptions and their schemes. And
those characters alone have become super classic now. With all the good that we're gushing on Legends, when it came here, there's one thing that's not so hot, and that is the voice acting. If anybody, if you go out and buy the game right now and you put it in and you watch the opening, and you know, how is the narration? How does that go? How does that sound? By an endless sea, blah, blah, blah.
In a world covered by endless water.
Oh my. It's a horrible opening. It's just, you're just like, yeah, I think I'm done with this game now.
Okay.
Please sit past that, because it does get better, but there's some very bad voice acting. The Japanese obviously sounds
much better.
More perfect to our ears.
2000 was a very, very good year for Mega Man Legends fans. We got Mega Man Legends 2, which was a fantastic sequel. The graphics were a bit better, and the storyline was just as good. It was a little shorter, it went a little quicker, but what was there was crammed with quality and good times. Another good release for Mega Man Legends fans in 2000 was Mega Man 64, which was basically an N64 version of the first Mega Man Legends.
Yeah, and I actually bought this for Rob in the Christmas special, and you can check that out on there.
Yeah, that was awesome. I'm still so thankful to have
It's got such great artwork on here. It's so nice looking.
And of course, 2000 also brought us The Misadventures of Tron Bonne. Now, Tron had become a very popular character in her own right. She's the bad guy that you just love. I mean, she's kind of the cute, bubbly, she's always trying to be the super bad guy, but she just can't quite get it together. In Tron Bond, you took on the role of the named character and her army of Servbots. You hopped into her walking mech tank and went about perpetrating crimes all over different areas of the Mega Man Legends world. You were chased by, at times, Mega Man himself, sometimes by the police, and you had to outfox them all and get as much money as you could.
Now, you know what? I like the game, but I don't like it as much as I like Legends 1 and 2. It's a different type of game. It's more of a side story.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
The dynamic was more kind of, you had your cast of different Servbots, and each one you had to find the perfect job for them and train them, and it was more sim in that way, on that side of it. But as a part of the Legends series, it's still an absolutely indisposable piece to play. It's a lot of fun, but it is not the same dynamic as Mega Man Legends.
Absolutely, yeah. So I have no video of it, but I actually bought this for Rob on his last birthday. It is actually Mega Man Legends 1 and 2 on the PSP. Sadly, it's import only. It's not out here. And man, wouldn't it be great if they actually brought this game out? I don't know why they didn't bring this out on the PSP.
I don't understand it myself. Honestly, it's candy for the fans, and it would be an instant sell over here. Another one of our favorite parts to talk about, the music.
The music. Can I start? I'm going to start with
absolutely.
The first game. I love the music. It's really classic, and it's kind of funny that Rob Man brought over the soundtrack the other day, and I listened to it. And I hadn't listened to it since way back in the day when I first finished Legends. And I was like, man, what a nostalgic trip. Some of those tracks are really memorable.
It's kind of fun. When I go out shopping, I always like to put on the Apple Market theme when I'm driving to go to the stores.
That's funny, because it's such a grocery-themed store music. Yeah, that's funny. So, obviously, this is such a fantastic series. One thing we always do, and we always mention on the show if we like a game, we always go, man, do I ever wish it had a sequel. And there has been some rumors, there has been some talk that there possibly might be a sequel to Mega Man Legends.
You know what? I hope so. I really do. Now, there was a list published a little while ago of the top games that Japanese gamers want to see. Mega Man Legends 3 was mentioned in there.
Yeah.
You know, and when Keiji Inafune made the engine for Lost Planet, he said in an interview he did have a Legends 3 in mind to use that on if they ever get the wherewithal to make one. So please, everyone, get on Capcom Unity, get on the forums, send emails to Capcom. Let's get Legends 3 made.
That would be great. Now, didn't he also say that if you give me this so-and-so amount of money that I would make the game?
He did say that. So, I mean, you know, it would be a great dream for the fans to collect the money and give it to him. But even still, in the meantime, let's just keep our fingers crossed.
Right here.
So now, I am going to sort of preen and primp a little bit because my wife is very skilled with Photoshop and she does so many great things for me. She spoils me, really. And she helped me make this today and I had to wear it. It's a Rob Man Dash t-shirt.
That's awesome. And it actually says Rob Man there, right?
Yeah, she rewrote the letters on Rockman to say Rob Man, and she put my facial style on the Mega Man head. And I just thank you so much.
I know. He came over and he's like, you got to check this out. I'm like, oh my god, that is awesome. So we've been talking about it for so long, and it's so wonderful to finally be able to sit down and look back on the Legends series. It's just so awesome.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just such a fun series. It's one of the best Mega Man spin-offs I've ever seen, if not the best.
Yeah.
And absolutely every game is fantastic.
I actually enjoy it over, you'll hate me for saying this, over the original Mega Man series. This is my favorite Mega Man of all time. It really is.
Well, you know what? That's awesome because you love the Mega Man series. It's Legends. It does. I mean, not everyone's going to love the original series as much as I do, but I think we can all agree that the Legends series is fantastic in and of its own right.
Yeah, guys, we know there's so many fans out there watching this video who feel the exact same way as us, that they love this series. And you know what? We just wanted to gush about it and have fun and talk about one of our favorite Mega Man games. So anyways, guys, until next time.